What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Giganato Gaming here, and welcome back to another episode of Ark Lost Colony. That's right, we are back with episode 2. And last we left off, we got a couple things done. We managed to tame this Pego. We also managed to tame a Microraptor, some Veilwinds, a couple... And the biggest attraction here, the Osodon, which I decided to name Big Brutus, because he's pretty big. You know what I'm saying? You could probably take on that Carno over there if you wanted to. I think there's an Iguanodon over there. I don't know what happened to the Carno. But anyway, I did some off-camera work. I managed to get a metal pick, as well as 27 trank arrows. For today's episode, I'd like to see if I could tame a Baryonyx. That's like the end goal for today's episode. Oh, and also, recently, I just found this out. I couldn't find anything on the Lost Colony, but apparently, there's a structure. There is. Awesome. I'm going to keep those windows there because it looks nice. This should be cool. So this is the Lost Colony cosmetics. But yeah, this is my second attempt to record episode 2, because during my first attempt, my computer decided it wanted to crash. So, hopefully the computer doesn't crash again. Hopefully everything's all good. Ooh, that makes a cool sound. But yeah, anyway, today we're gonna do a couple of things. I got this metal pick off camera because I want to see if we could find some metal. And I also want to see if we could possibly get some crystal so we can make the awesome spyglass and some, what do you call them? Dino balls. That's it. You know, some whatever. But yeah, anyway, we're going to see if we can do that. And, yeah, we got this Iguanodon here. I tamed these two Iguanodons off camera. They were a father and a son. This is the son. He's, like, fully imprinted. Our only imprinted creature that's fully imprinted. But yeah, we're going to take you out. And we're going to see if we could find a Baryonyx and or some crystal. Should I bring the Veilwind? Nah, they can stay here. Maybe I'll see if I can find a better level at some point. Alright, but yeah, as we're doing this, if you find yourself enjoying this video and want more content like this, make sure to leave a like on the video and subscribe for more. It would really help out a ton. Let's see if we could get this channel to 2,000 subscribers. That would be super amazing. But with that, let's begin the episode. So, what do we got here? Let's dismiss that. Alright, I think I just saw a Therizino in the distance. Yeah, that is a Therizino. That's a Paleo Therizino. Which is cool, I guess. So there's supposed to be like... This place is like crawling with berries. There's a berry right there. I think that's a couple of berries. Wait, no, I think that's an Iguanodon over there. I don't know what level this berry is. I want to see if I can get some crystal so we can get a spyglass. I also want to see if we can get... What's it called? I want to see if we can... Microraptor? No. I'm not in the mood. Piss off. Of course you're 135. Help me, please. Thank you. Alright, anyway, let's continue our journey. Alright, there's a Baryonyx over here. Any crystal? Game? Thank you. Alright, this place is crawling with Baryonyxes. I've never seen so many Baryonyxes. Dragonflies, piss off. Why are you attacking me? I didn't do anything to you. Okay, can you die? Thank you. Damn. Alright, will this count as crystal? Now what? Piss off! Oh my god! Where are all these dragonflies coming from? Anyone else? Alright, let me get some crystal in peace. Damn. Can I harvest this? I sure can. Okay, we're still standing. That's fine. What else do we need for a... What's it called? Awesome spyglass. Alright, we just need some fiber, some hide, and some wood. We can get that going back. This place is crawling with Baryonyxes. We do have to be careful. That's a blue Baryonyx. I kind of want that. Alright, I'm hoping by episode 3, we'll have all the resources we need for the Osodon saddle. So we can get an Osodon. Alright, and there's so many Baryonyxes here that we can just take our pick. So yes, I am doing this, like, on the same day as episode 1. Because I just wanted to jump back into this. Alright. I'm having fun with this so far. Okay, are any of these bushes pick-upable? Thank you. Damn, I need some fiber. Alright, we can at least make a spyglass anyway. The awesome one. Alright, let's get an awesome spyglass and then use the leftover crystal to make 13 of these. Let's put you in the 6 slot. I want to see what we're up against, finally. Alright, so that's crystal taken care of. All we need now is some metal. That's pretty much all we need at this point. Yeah, because we're going to need a bunch of metal to make the Baryonyx saddle. We need like 55. I think it's either 55 or 25. 25. Alright, that's not too bad. We only need like 25. And I was looking at some like Lost Colony stuff. What we got from Lost Colony? We got Arctic Scout boots. Alright, we have some pelt, some fiber, and some metal. Oh, this is basically the first stuff. We got the template hammer, Lost Colony lights. Okay. Fabricated crossbow. Make it in a fabricator. This advanced crossbow can fire most types of arrow bolt ammunition and has 3 firing modes. Normal, spread, and marksman. Can fire underwater. Okay, that's cool. And there's the Soulwind saddle. We get that at level 58, apparently. Pet displays. Shoulder pet. Ooh. I'm going to have to make one of those. See what that's all about. We got the Malwyn saddle, the Osodon, the Baryonyx. That's the dragon thing. I think that's Falcor from Neverending Story. Alright, well, anyway, let's take our pick on the Baryonyx that we want to tame. Because now we have a spyglass anyway. So now we can see what we're dealing with here. There's plenty of Baryonyxes in this area. So let's just see. Alright, what level's this berry? This blue one here. That's a 20 as well. If only you were like a max level, that would have been perfect. I would have my blue berry, and there's a berry right here. Level of you. That's a 55. There's got to be like another 140 somewhere. Hopefully. 145, okay, cool. 30 points into health, 30 into melee. That could be a good berry. Now, let's see if we can tank this guy. Alright, what level is this guy? That's a 20. What level are you? 60. That's a 25. I think there's 2 60s and a 25 in there. 55. Okay, and that's a blue Carno. A 140 blue Carno with 38 points into health. That could be decent. Maybe we could work towards that at some point. Alright. I want to get this 145 berry. This Therizino is kind of a pushover. Yeah, that Therizino's kind of in the way. The Stego, not too much of an issue. And you're attacking the Stego. Levels of Stego. 95, of course you are. That's a 145. Okay, cool. So we got 2 high levels to choose from. And that's a Drakeling. Level 20 Drakeling. Okay, cool. Alright, we're not the strongest. Let's level up our melee a bit. Let me see if we could kill this Stego real quick. 673. Alright, let's see if we can knock out this berry. Alright, I don't think we're going to have enough arrows. Alright, keep tanking them. Just keep tanking that berry. Alright, we're at 1100. He's got 3,900 torpor. If that other one's a female, we could see if we could get a breeding pair of berries. Alright, he's halfway. He's probably going to start running, I would imagine. We're going to have to get some fiber so we can make some more arrows. Yeah, get stuck on me. That's it. Don't start running. Okay, can we not struggle? Don't run towards the Therizino. Oh my god. Alright, he's down. He's down. Alright, cool. Let's get rid of this Therizino real quick. There we go. Just get rid of him. Alright, now we're going to need to get some fish. Let's level you up, get you up to maybe, I don't know, 10k health. That's good enough. And then maybe get your weight up a bit. Alright, let's mark you down. Baryonyx. Yep, alright, there's the berry. There's the green berry. That's a 145 female. 35 into melee and 30 into health. That could be good. Alright, one thing at a time. Let me see if we can get some fish real quick. And then while the berry's taming, we'll go after the other berry. We're going to need some more stone arrows, so we're going to need some fiber. A moss chops would be great right about now. Alright. Do we have enough to repair? We need one more fiber. There we go. Now we can repair this. Why did you not repair? Why are you not repairing? Hello? Okay, apparently I can't repair the bow. Might as well just make another one, I guess. We just need a bit more fiber and a bit more wood. I guess I'll just craft another one. I'm gonna need prime. I don't have any metal, so I don't have any more metal, so I can't make a sickle. Is the thing. We got 27 fish for now. We could use that on this berry. It might lose taming effectiveness. How much raw fish is it gonna take? You're gonna take 17. Okay. Interesting. How much metal does a sickle take? 18. So we need 9 metal altogether. You know, I think it might be worth just trying to look for some metal. Like a metal node or something. Is that a capro? Jesus Christ, that's a capro. I'm getting out of there. I am getting out of there. Game. Thank you. That's another Osodon. What level are you? A 90. There's a moss chops. There's penguins. There's a lot going on. You might be good for fiber. What do you want? Mejoberry? Perfect. I got plenty of those Mejoberries. Quick before you change your mind. Okay. Let's put you away. We got a moss chops anyway. Okay, Microraptor, piss off! There we go, thank you. Please be by yourself. Dude, there's like otters everywhere around here. Damn. Alright, I don't think we're gonna find any metal here. Alright, Microraptors. I'm gonna need you to not. Where'd you go? I know as soon as I jump on. Oh my god. There's so much I gotta explore. I got mammoths. There's 2 berries over here. A 142, 145 berries even. Oh, we got... There's just a Therizino over here. This... Yo. It's so busy around here. How am I supposed to get past these berries? That guy's distracted. Alright, berries, can we not, please? I'm just trying to go by. I'm just trying to get by. Thank you. Dude, there are so many Baryonyxes in this area. Wait, I think I found a metal node. Alright, nothing's chasing me, right? Okay, good. Found a couple of metal nodes. Awesome. I think I did... Oh my god. Barry! No, Iguanodon, come back here. That was the 140. It had terrible health anyway. I think we've got more than enough metal. Yeah, we've got way more than enough metal. Alright, let's head back. Capro, please don't. And don't follow me, female Barry. I'm busy. I'll knock you out momentarily. Alright, we are gonna have to take out that Capro, though. I swear to God, if that female Barry follows me... Well, we got a Moss Chops anyway, so now we don't have to worry about fiber anymore. In fact, let's go get some fiber right now. I think, even though this is a story map, I have a feeling we've got center levels. I thought we were going to get, like, island levels, which means we would come across level 5s, level 10s, level 15s, but no. Most of the creatures I've seen were, like, 140, 145, so yeah, we're definitely dealing with center levels here. Alright, let's make a sickle. We'll make a sickle this way here. We can get prime fish meat. Alright, great. Of course, you've got friends. Can I ride my... Oh, you are a big salmon. Damn, some of these fish are pretty big. Alright, can we get out of the water, please? Time to get harvesting. Oh, look at that prime fish meat for days. Let's go. Alright, we got prime fish meat. How much is that? 14. Yeah, that's way more than enough. Okay, you know what? Iguanodons are actually pretty fast swimmers. Alright, first things first. We should probably take out that Capro. Where is it? Of course, you are a 145. Can you help me, please? Thank you. And there goes my second spear. Alright. I do need to find that female because it has really good melee. I think 35 points into its melee. How much prime fish are you going to take? 6. There we go. Is there really a spider? There's a couple of spiders. Alright, the male berry has been tamed. I will look at your stats momentarily. Let me get one of those things here. There we go. Alright, Mr. Spider, I'm gonna need you to piss off. What, are you the 140? No, you're a 20. Alright, where was that green Baryonyx? What level are you? 25? Alright. Green berry? You had really good melee. Where the hell are you? I'm hoping that these guys have, like, health and melee in the 50s. That's what I'm hoping on. That's why I'm interested in this berry. We got a lone salmon that I'm gonna kill for some extra prime. 1 extra prime. Alright, where's that green berry? Are you... You're my Moss Chops. What are you doing all the way over there? It must have followed us. It must have followed us. That's the only thing I can think of. Well, we got 1 berry anyway. Alright, Osidon. I'm gonna need you to come over here. Yeah, the only thing I can think of is that that berry must have followed us here. All right, we could look at the male berry stats. Yeah, it must have followed us. It must have followed us here. That's the only thing I can think of. And then it got killed by Big Brutus or something. Alright. Luckily, there's just a crap ton of Baryonyxes here. That's a level 55. Excuse me, Mr. Therizino. Can I just squeeze on by? I guess not. I guess you want to fight me. And you just broke my shirt. Wonderful. Do I at least get any spare clothing? I do have a spare pair of gloves. And some arrows. I will take the arrows. And the claws. Just because I feel like it. Alright, everything else, we're just going to drop it. I forgot the Rizinos could do that. Oh, that's a 145. Okay. 36 points into health. A lot of these have really good stats. Real talk. What was this berry? 140 female. I kind of want to take a female. Okay, Diplo. Are you only a level 20? That's not too bad. Okay, max level female. I know which female I'm going after. I'm going after this max level female here. Are there no other berries here? I want that max level female. Alright, he is mate boosted. We also got a 140 male. And what's that yellow one? A 145 male. There are just so many high levels. Damn. Alright, we need more fiber to repair that. Where's that max level female? Alright, you're the 145, Therizino. Let's just get rid of you. Get rid of you. There we go. Alright, now I should just have the max level Barry left. There's the max level Barry. Alright. Hey, Miss Barry. All blue berry. Come here. That's it. We have 36 arrows this time around. Okay, can you not circle around me? Or she keeps circling around me. I'd rather you not circle around me. Just stay in one place. This one's a lot more agile than the other one. You just keep sidestepping me. Alright, let's just pepper it with arrows. I'm taming it because it's a max level. And it's got pretty good stats. 27 into health, 26 into melee. Alright, I think getting that fish meat was a good call. That prime fish meat. I'm gonna go ahead and take out this 100 male. Let's finish off the max level. Oh, never mind, you're down. Okay, cool. Alright. We have a male, and we're about to have a female Barry to go with it. This is so awesome. Alright, how much prime do you need? 6, you know what? We're going to give it all to you. I'm going to give you all of it. Okay. And I guess I will let you guys know when this female Barry's fully tamed. I'll see you guys in a little bit. And there we have it. Max level female Barry has been tamed. Alright, so let me get, what'd I do with the... Oh, I thought I put him away for a second. There we go. Let's take these berries home. By the time we get back, we should have enough metal ingots to make a saddle. We're going to look at their stats and see if they're any good. Hopefully they're good. That's an alpha arcology berry. Alpha berries are a thing. Okay, cool. Alright, let's just head back home. It's a shame we couldn't tame that berry with, like, the 35 points into its melee. That looked like it could have had really good melee. And we're back at base with the 2 Baryonyxes. Can't believe we got a couple of Baryonyxes on episode 2. That's awesome. And what the help? Alright, you were just a 55. We must have followed the Iguanodon back here. Okay, you know what? I don't even care. I don't even care. We got 2 Baryonyxes. Let's take a look at their stats, shall we? Let's start with the male, because we tamed that first. 38 into health, 44 into stamina, oxygen, food, no one cares, 51 into weight, 43 into melee. Not bad. Pretty solid. And this female, 39 into health, 54 into stamina, oxygen, food, no one cares, 52 into weight, 40 into melee. Overall, not that bad. Not that bad at all. Obviously, we'll use the female, or the male, because the male has better melee. And I think the female... Yeah, the female has better health, and the male has better melee. Of course, we could have gotten some better berries, but you know what? It's fine. Why are you sitting down? Oh, we should have enough metal ingots by now. We are 1 short. We are 1 short. Okay, Microraptor, you get out of the way. What we got here? Oh, that's that Grouch dude. That Pego Grouch dude. Kill you. There we go. Yo, look at all the berries. Holy crap, there are so many berries in this one area. Damn. Well, at least now we have a sickle. We can kill as many salmon as possible, so then we can get that going. I do want to visit the city at some point. I bet that's gonna... We have a lot to explore at the moment. And our Baryonyx saddle has been crafted. We're gonna take the male out for a spin since you have more melee. Alright. Let's see what you're all about. You do 392 damage. Really not bad. But finally we have something we could... Something we can use. Which is awesome. And we got something that can carry fish way more efficiently. What do we got here? 55. We can kill all the other berries in the area. This guy is awesome. I'm so glad we got a couple of Baryonyxes. I'm gonna have to breed these guys on my spare time. So then we can get like an imprinted version. We can do it. We should be able to get an imprinted version with little to no issue. Alright, so off camera, what I'm gonna do is try to get the resources needed to get the Osadonna saddle. So then we can finally ride Big Brutus around. And hopefully by episode 3, I'll be able to do just that. Alright, let's swim back to base. Maybe get a screenshot for the thumbnail. Alright, we're moving up in the world. We've got a Baryonyx, a couple of Baryonyxes. We got a Moss Chops, and don't worry, we're not going to stay here too long. Just long enough so we can basically get our bearings and see where we fit in the food chain. But yeah, with that, that's going to wrap it up for this episode. If you guys enjoyed it, make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more. It would really help out a ton. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys next time.